Welcome back, audience, to another tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to build my build from the AK-12 assault rifle. Now, we're going to start off with the barrel. You're going to need to get the AK-12 frontline long barrel. So then, we're going to move on to the rear grip. So, the rear grip you're going to need is the AK Heavy Tower grip. So then, you're going to get the grip mount, obviously, and then you're going to put on the balanced grip base. And then, you're going to move on to the stock. Now, before we move on to the stock, I'm just going to let you know that we're going to calibrate last, after we're done with the build. So now, you're going to need the shadow rail stock. Now, we're going to move on to the foregrip. So, the foregrip you're going to need is the competition hand stop. It's going to be really great for handling and accuracy. Now, you're going to move on to the mag. Now, we're going to need the AKS-74, also known as the 75 round polyum drum magazine. Now, you're going to move on to the muzzle. For this muzzle, you're going to need the Sandstorm vertical compression compensator. Now, the next one you're going to need to move on to is the C-handle. Obviously, we're going to need that because it's going to be good for handling. Now we're going to move on to the optic. Well, we're going to need the MEO micro sight riser. Now, if you didn't unlock this yet, you really need to unlock this because it's really important for stability. Now, we're going to move on to the actual optic. Now, I recommend the VMX frameless sight for that good clear sight picture. I mean, they all do it, or you can also choose this one, which is also good, and this one is also good, because I like the shape, and I think you might like the shapes too, because I like how wide they are. Now we're gonna move on to the patches. So you're going to need the KC handguard panel for all of them. They're gonna be all that. So you're gonna move. Then you're gonna put it on this side, and you're gonna put it on both of the top parts. So there, and there we go. And then that's. I have to remember if that's like. Yep, that's about it. Moving on to the calibration. So the first calibration is the optic. We're gonna increase the zoom and increase the eye relief to all the way up because you want that +2 eye relief and that plus 0.25x zoom. Now we're gonna move on to the stock. Now we're gonna put the weight all the way up and all in that position of that little pad right there, all the way up too, so that we can get that extra breathing stability while aiming and +6% extra control. Now we're gonna move on to the rear grip. The rear grip, you're gonna need the weight all the way up, and you're gonna need the thickness all the way up. Then you're gonna move on to the barrel. Now we're gonna move the weight to there. So that's about it for the barrel, and that's it. That's all you need the calibrations for. Now we're about to test it out in the field, and also I'll give you if you don't always have to watch the full video, you can always go into the description, copy down the little password for this loadout, and you can get it right there. And now we're gonna move on to showing you again proof how it works, and how it works very well in the battlefield.